Alrighty, so hello Trillionaires and welcome to another episode of Journey. J cubed means journey, J times 3, so that's where I came up with that really awesome title. And of course it's a journey, so it's going to be in episodes, it's going to be in series. Maybe when I hit a milestone, that will be the end of one series, one season, and then I'm going to be moving into another. So I got to see how that works out. I haven't figured everything out yet, but yeah, one step at a time. I was fortunate enough to meet some really awesome people doing awesome stuff with their lives, and the vocabulary they use, there's a lot of journey in their sentences, and I just felt really amazed to be among such great people who are passionate about their moving towards their goals, and talking about where they were to where they are to where they want to go. And it's all about journeys. Everybody is in a journey, whether we are conscious about it or we are not. So last week, it didn't start off on a very high note. I was actually kind of sad. Yeah, and it grew a little sadder, just a little bit, because I wasn't sure about this person that I really liked, where we stand, and it was just the things people talk about complications in Facebook. It wasn't really complicated as such. It was just I didn't know how to proceed, pretty much. But this week it became clear. I mean, logically speaking, there are things that work, there are things that just don't work. So that ship has sailed, and while that ship was sailing away, and I was feeling really not cool about it, back in Cupidsville, with all the cupids and everything and arrows, a poem was being written, a beautiful poem, and I was asked to look at it, and I thought it was really amazing. I mean, the writer is really warm and has this way with words, and I thought it was really cool. I commented, it was nice, and then I saw to whom it was dedicated to, and I was like, wow. So from tomorrow, which is Monday morning, you're going to see how we're going to work that out. It's going to be a new season, a new episode in my life, and we're going to see where that goes. Yes, so I'm a little happier about that. I'm not worried. That chapter, the previous chapter, has been closed, shut, and there are no worries. There's no pending issues to be solved. There's just nothing. So what is in front of us is a new beginning, a new chapter, and it is a highway. So that's a beautiful thing. Another beautiful thing that is happening is we had our first meeting for Plug-in, the 10-week program in church that we have. And that is the place where I build my emotional intelligence, because we're always meeting new people, and we are opening up to each other, we are bonding anew. So how to relate with people like that is just it's always a new and a very beautiful experience. So we started today. The group was very jazz, maybe jazz. It was very, I'll look for the right word, I'll tell you, but it was nice, it was beautiful, and guys did show up. We were more than 10. Previously we were we were about 5, but now we are more than 10. And I'm looking forward to maybe 2 or 3 more people coming in next Sunday. So we'll be doing weekly studies, and we'll be doing a little bit of weekend activities here and there, and it's just going to be an amazing experience. Also, I have one of the most awesome co-facilitators. We're facilitating together with one of my friends, and she is just an amazing human being in her own right. So I'm really looking forward to these seasons of Plug-in, and it's going to be off the charts, off the shizzle of my nizzle, and those nizzle things. Now, what else? So it's just moving forward for me now with plugin, and I feel rejuvenated. The previous seasons I thought I should take a break, I'm getting tired, but then I realized that is an employee mentality. If you know what, if you have come across the cash flow quadrant from Rich Dad Poor Dad, you'll know about the employee, and the S stands for something, and then there's the business owner, big business owners and investors. Yeah, so having that mentality of an employee, you want to, like, you feel like you have to stop and rest and you not do anything. But no, as an entrepreneur, you want to push the limits. You really want to push the limits. So I decided that I'm gonna go on, and I feel renewed. I feel like there's new energy, and so I'm really looking forward to how the rest of the week is going to be. And that takes care of plugin and a little bit of spiritual intelligence. Yes. About our e-group, I'm not so sure what is going on. Our ecclesia groups. And there's just stuff going on, so I'm going to figure out what that is. We're going to see how we're going to help each other as our e-group members, and I'll work for the best. We are really good human beings in there, and very deep people, very mature, and it's like we are entering a season that I'm not sure where we are heading to, but of course I'm not going to have this mentality of losing. So we are going to win with it. Whoever wants to win, we are going to win with them. Whoever doesn't want to win will win when their time comes. But for now, it's going to be really cool. Another thing about what is happening is I have realized that I move a lot easier. Dancing is becoming a lot more easier than it used to be. I mean, I'm not as I'm more flexible than I used to be. Okay, I was flexible, and then I started. I got good good payments, good remuneration, and I started adding weight. That's when my 6-pack disappeared. It was rounded off to 1 pack, and I noticed that it is getting a little harder to move. It's like my joints are not behaving the way they're supposed to. But since I've been using omega-3 and omega-6 supplements, and I've been drinking a lot of aloe vera, and also organo gold coffee, I've been drinking a lot of this. I have noticed that I move more freely. It just comes easily. No, like that. I had practiced, but it will come. Don't worry. But it's easier when I'm not so self-conscious. It just comes out very beautifully, and I'm feeling like something is happening with my joints. I used to have an ache with my right ankle. Every time I sit for too long and start walking, I'd limp and have this interesting swag as I'm walking, and it looks weird. So now that pain is gone. I don't have that pain anymore. I don't know if it's the aloe vera or the coffee or both, because in the coffee we have Ganoderma. I don't know if you can see this herb. This herb is amazing. It's the king of all herbs, and the things it is doing, it's just amazing. In fact, for that reason, immediately after this recording, I'll be going to a coffee jazz mixer. That's the place where many great minds are meeting, and it's been happening for a long time. Those are the same people who I mentioned earlier, talking about their journeys, using the same name journey, the same term journey, and making me feel really warm and cozy inside my heart. And it's all about this beautiful box. There are other boxes, of course, other brands, but this is in French, this is in English. Gourmet, really cool stuff. So I'll be going for a coffee jazz mixer in a minute after all this, and we're going to be meeting with great minds here in Kenya, and I'm going to be like them. I'm going to be making enough residual income as them, because I want to mix with people who are doing things that I want to be doing also. And that's the same reason why I was supposed to have my own coffee jazz mixer, but I decided not to do it because I realized that where I am at and the people I am attracting at the moment are not the kind of people I want. I'm not where I'm supposed to be or where I want to be, and therefore if I depend on the people I have around me who are as broke as I am or broker, then it will be that much harder to achieve my dreams. So now I want to align myself with people who are as successful as I want to be. So that's why first I want to learn from them. I want to know how they behave, how they talk, their choice of words, things like that, and just copy what they're doing, and then attract new friends who will help me to reach those goals. And also when I'm now successful in that area, now I know what I'm supposed to do. That is, now I can start nurturing other people who are willing to be nurtured, to be able to succeed in their lives too, with their journey, whatever that journey is. So first I need to be mentored, then I can mentor. Yeah. And yeah, that's all there is to it about coffee jazz mixers. So I'm really excited about that. What else have I not talked about? So of course, following what some of my mentors are doing. One of them, of course, is Mia Davis, who has taught me how to put myself out there with the YouTubing and things like that, and Facebook. I also just bumped into a way to make my Facebook page become more visible out there. So now my challenge is to be able to nurture this audience in Facebook in such a way that they can actually take action for themselves in ways that they can support themselves and also make themselves more successful, especially financial freedom, because that's what I'm all about. So that page is called I Am a Trillionaire. Last week I had like 30 likes. Today I'm closing in on 500 views. In fact, I think when we hit 500 views, that's going to be another point of celebration. I celebrated at 101 likes. I put in a post there. It was nice, yeah. And then the following morning, when I woke up, it was 202. So celebrated that. The third day, it was 350 something. So there's no cool numbers. So I let it just slide. But I think after we hit 500 views, there's also another cause for celebration. And I think I'm just going to continue what I'm doing on Facebook to make it up to 1,000 views, even 10,000 views. And at some point, it's going to be 1 million views. And it's very easy. It's actually a very simple step to be able to create this much, these numbers with the audiences. So that every time I put in anything on the web, I am guaranteed that there's going to be at least some 10% of all those likes are going to be seeing what I'm posting. So if I have like 450 likes, I know that 45 people are actually going to see my views. But before that, when I had only 30 people, that meant only 3 people are going to see my tweets or anything I post, my posts. So you see, it's a game of numbers. Even network marketing is a game of numbers. Anything successful is about numbers. Yeah, so I know that by the time I'm hitting 1,000 likes, I'll be looking at 100 people whom I can engage with directly, right? And out of those 100, I can also count on 10 people to actually go out there and act, and we can interact, and we can actually do something together that is going to help us financially and emotionally and spiritually and physically. Yeah, all the 4 intelligences I've been talking about throughout. So that is a space I'm going into. Mia Davis is a great lady. Let's not call her a girl. A great lady who has been successful in this space of network marketing and online marketing. So I have a few of her videos that I'm going to be copying and just copy paste the principles, not to copy paste the videos, but I'm going to copy paste the principles, and we'll see in a year. By December, I want to have moved from 100 there to 1,000 there. Yeah, the first video that I did talks about what I mean by 100 there, 1,000 there. And the funny thing, one of the top earners in Organo Gold also mentioned that when he was in one of his audio recordings that I even I've been listening to, and I thought it was very interesting. He said that back in the day, before he started network marketing, he was 1,000 there. He had a few $1,000s he was earning a few $1,000s per year, and of course he was really broke at that point. And then when he said he's 1,000 there, I was like, I know, great minds, yeah, thinking alike, things like that. So yeah, now I'm 100 there per month, not per year, and I want to move to 1,000 there per month also, not per year. And then that is going to be a milestone. I want to do it by December, and then from January 2015, I should be now moving towards my first million. Yes, I should be moving to my first million, and of course we'll have chronicled all those in the weeks to come. Yeah. So what I do expect is that, in fact, from tomorrow, I do expect to see some changes happening, because I've already started engaging in some of the principles I've been taught by these awesome guys in our coffee jazz mixers, and they're very simple things to do from point A to point B, and it's the simplicity of it all just makes you wonder why not many people doing the same thing. But anyway, people who are teachable are going to be taught. People who are sheep will be led. The hard-headed people, well, we'll see. No, I haven't skipped a rope this week, and that kind of makes me feel sad. But what I have realized, though, and I had mentioned it, is that I'm still flexible. I've noticed that my biceps my arm is becoming bigger. I do not understand how that is happening, but it's actually becoming bigger. It's becoming more toned. It's as if I'm lifting weights, and yet I'm not. But it's an amazing thing. I'm going to get back to skipping rope. Earlier I'd been waking up at 6. This week I've been lazy a little bit, not waking up at 6, waking up at around 7, and then have very little time to prepare and come to work. But a good thing is I've been coming to work a lot earlier, maybe 30 minutes earlier than I used to be before. I used to get into trouble a lot, but now it's not so much. So now I think if I'm just that more disciplined and wake up at 6 sharp, I'll have enough time for my skipping and for doing other things and get to work on time, because between my workplace and my home is about 30 minutes, so it's not a big deal. So I'm going to see how that works, because one of our top earners in Organo Gold says that if you are waking up late, it's because you don't have a big you don't have a big enough reason to succeed. You're just still there's no hurry for you, things like that. So I have a big yes for being successful. I want to be successful, and I want to be successful in a specific way. That way is outlined in Rich Dad Poor Dad, and also in Think and Grow Rich. Yeah. So if you want to know what I'm talking about, read those 2 books, and you can start your own journey. Or maybe if you have started, it will be more sharper for you. Or maybe if you have read it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So that is what is going on right now, and I think I have covered everything I wanted to talk about now. So things to look out for in the next series. The next episode is what Cupid is doing, and how plug-in is, and whether or not I'm skipping rope, and if and how coffee is working for me. I'm looking at myself in the screen, and I forget that I should be looking at you in the camera. But this is my good friend. I love her. Everything that I love is a female, is feminine. And I was lucky because I love cats, and my cats are feminine too, Volvo and Scania. Yeah. So be good, guys. I'll be putting some details in the description below. Please, if you see the subscribe button, just press on it, and you'll be notified every time I put up something on YouTube. And follow my page also there, down there. I'll put the link. I am a trillionaire. Let's engage. Tell me, let's share what our stories are, and let's make it happen. Yay! So until next week.